Live. Okay, we're live. Hey, Katelyn Garcia.
Hi.
Okay, so you guys didn't see this, but literally, 40 seconds, I think it was, before we were supposed to go live, my internet completely took a dump.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there on the screen.
Were you on the screen?
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, so I'm really sorry. Bonnie's like, you usually start on time, Suzanne. Maybe something happened. I'm like, yeah, I lost internet. You know, this internet thing is really important in this time, isn't it, Katelyn?
Oh, yeah. Everybody's at home sucking up all the internet.
I know. And my kids are right now sucking on the internet. In fact, my son just came out of his room and told me to be quiet. Like, what? All right. So, Katelyn Garcia, I am so impressed with your story and what you have done with your parents' business during this coronavirus to continue to have your business thrive. So first of all, tell me a little bit about East Coast Farms and Vegetables. What do you guys do?
So we are third generation in the produce industry. My grandpa started off in Miami in the food service industry, and then my parents decided to open up East Coast Farms 3 years ago. And we are a packer shipper, and we have grower relations in Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina.
So you basically get the produce from the farm to food service companies like Cheney Brothers and Sysco and those kind of companies that service the restaurant industry.
Yes, so the produce comes directly from the farm straight to us, and we pack it here in our facility, and then it goes straight off to those broadliners, which then go into restaurants.
So when the restaurants closed, which happened pretty quickly, you all noticed, you said within a week, that your sales went to almost zero.
Yeah, so for example, one of our customers who orders usually 15,000 cases a week, it went to absolute zero immediately. So in that first week, we were like, we got to do something that caters to the public. People are not going to want to shop at the stores. Well, actually, I went to Publix, and that first week, the produce section was completely empty. And I'm like, our coolers are filled with stuff. We have all the stuff. We got to get it out to the public. So, we put our heads together. And this is something that me and my dad had been thinking about for a while, doing something like a curbside pickup. And we saw the opportunity, and we did not expect it to get as big as it did, but it did.
Yeah. I mean, lines, out to Hagen Ranch Road, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are on Lantana, right? West Lantana Road.
Yeah. So the line it's crazy. People wait, 45 minutes to an hour some days to get their produce boxes. And the first day we posted it on Facebook. In the middle of the day, we got about, 10 people came by. Then the next day it was like 25. And we were talking here, we're like, can you imagine if we sell 100 boxes? And the third day we sold 1,000 boxes. So,
wow.
It is.
So tell people, in case they're not familiar, what the boxes are all about.
So the boxes, they have our staple items here are squash, peppers, eggplant, cucumbers. So you're always going to find those items in the box. And then depending on what our local wholesalers and farmers, what they need to get pushed out of their warehouse, we'll have apples, oranges, green beans, radishes, and the menu changes daily. And the box is $10. It's a half bushel box. It's filled to the top. And I post the menu around 6 o'clock the night before on Facebook.
So this isn't come choose your vegetables. This is, you get the box for $10.
Correct.
And you get what you get and you don't get upset, right?
Yes. So there's people requesting, a box of this, a box of that. And we, when all this calms down, we're trying to think of a way to accommodate these needs, but right now the line is so long. We're trying to just get people in and out as quickly as possible. So the boxes are pre-made, and, it's exactly get what you get.
So I think the beauty of this story is not only that you are a 22-year-old woman, but and it's your family business, but also I think the power of social media. I think, could you even have done this without putting social media in as part of the plan?
Yeah, I mean, other than social media, we've done little advertising. we had 25 Facebook followers before this, and now we have almost 10,000 in,
Wow.
within a month. So definitely we didn't have a marketing team before this. So we've had to adjust to this new social media model. And so it's been interesting to see our business shift completely.
How do you adapt and change your whole business model within a matter of days? Like, what does that take?
I think we really owe it to our team here. All of our office staff is out there in the line, in the heat. We're used to sitting in the nice air conditioned office, answering phones, typing emails, and they're out there loading cars. So really, we have to give it to our staff. They've really adjusted in this time, and they've been great.
I think the other piece of this that people really don't understand is the impact that our restaurants have on our local farmers.
Yes,
right?
yeah. So exactly, the restaurant industry pulls so much from our farmers. They're really seeing a hit.
Yeah. And is that something that that you guys are trying to, what is your relationship with like restaurant owners and that sort of thing? Do you even deal with them, or you don't really?
So we don't come directly in contact with the restaurants, but our broadliners do. So obviously if the restaurants are feeling it, our broadliners are going to feel it, the big hit. So they are definitely feeling it. We're hoping that after all this, people are kind of tired of cooking their own meals and they're ready to go out. But, it just being safe is what's most important right now.
Yeah. But I think you're also showing people that, you can make a lot of things out of an eggplant.
Oh, yeah. We've
Right?
seen some great recipes that I haven't tried. So
yeah, you should really follow East Coast Farms and Vegetables on Facebook, on Instagram. You all have, really stepped up, right? Your social media game. You've had to.
Yes, yeah. People are requesting post recipes, post pictures. So we love it. We love it when our customers post what they've made with our product. It really brings a smile to our faces.
And who's running your social media? Are you doing that?
Yes, it's mostly me, and it's a team effort here within the office. So it's hard to reply to everything since we don't have one person dedicated to that, but we try to answer as many people as possible.
Yeah. Have you been surprised by how much extra work it takes to stay on top of your social media as well, in addition to your job?
I'm constantly checking the inbox, making sure everybody's happy. My parents are always bugging me that I take every little comment to heart. Like if there's one bad comment, I'm like, okay, we got to fix this. Like we got to fix this issue. Like,
but I think that's everybody. The sign of a good business. Someone that really does listen to every comment and every criticism and says, can we do this better?
Yes. So we've taken, comments from our customers, and we've implemented their, advice on how to run the line smoother. So it's been awesome.
Let's talk about your parents, because this is, they started this business, you said just 3 years ago, which really, you guys are basically a startup. 3 years is not a long time to be in business. And this was kind of something that's been this sort of, the farm business has been in your family for many years and many generations.
Yeah. Yes. My parents inspire me so much. They're very hard workers, and they get up and go every morning. It's work. They fight every day for it. So it really, I say it's in my blood from my grandpa. He didn't take no for an answer. He wouldn't have taken, this coronavirus as a setback. He would have found a way also to move forward with this.
And so your grandfather actually started in the food service industry. He owned a business in Miami.
Yes.
And that's where you were born and raised until you were, 9 years old?
Yes. We moved up to West Palm Beach, and we've been here ever since. And I can't imagine leaving Florida.
Where did you go to school, Katelyn?
I went to King's Academy, and I'm currently in college at Palm Beach State.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Awesome. What are you studying at Palm Beach State?
I'm studying business management, and I'll be graduating. Yes, I'll be graduating this fall. So very exciting.
Now, is this something, is the family business really your passion? Do you love it?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I can't imagine working anywhere else. I say it's hard trying to work for someone once you've been exposed to running your own business. So I love it. It doesn't feel like work to me. Every day I'm like, what can we do new? It's so much fun.
What are your biggest challenges now with this new business model? What are your big challenges?
Definitely trying to balance our old business model and this new business model at the same time, and trying to find the right people in the right positions at this time. So definitely the balance has been difficult.
Yeah. Now, I know a lot of people on your Facebook page are asking, are you going to keep the boxes up after the coronavirus,
Yeah.
shutdown or stay at home orders? Is that something you guys are looking at?
Oh, of course, we've had so many people come through the line and say, if you keep doing this, we'll keep supporting you. So we're definitely going to figure out a way to keep this open to the public once this is all over. So.
I mean, it must be really rewarding to be able to actually go direct to consumer, right? Because before you never really met any of the people that eventually got your produce, right?
Yes. Yeah. And we have people come through the line. They're like, thank you so much for what you're doing for the community. And we're like, no, thank you. They bring so many smiles to our faces. People come by, they drop off hand sanitizers for us. They make masks for us. So they've really impacted our lives as well. All the people that come through.
So tell us kind of what the model is. So people drive into your facility. A couple people are asking, in fact, Katelyn, where do they go to get them? So if you can be specific about where you all are and maybe some of the times, and then what kind of the line looks like, and what you're going to experience when you go and pick up a box from East Coast Farms.
Okay, so we're on Lantana, right between Jog and Hagen Ranch, and you'll usually see a line coming out of our building. So the line wraps around the building, and we ask that you just stay in your cars. It's usually about a 45-minute wait. We open up at 9:30 a.m. and then we run until supplies last. And when we say supplies, we don't say, oh, we're out of produce. We're just out of packing for that day, because we do need to move and start with our other side of the business, packing for our broadliners. So when we say we're sold out, we're sold out of the pre-made boxes. So we run usually about 2 p.m. is when we've been selling out. And then you'll see the big 2 tents, and that is where they'll take your order. They load it into your car. You do not have to get out. We open the trunk for you, and then you're on your way with some good produce.
Yeah, and I know that some people are saying that some of the other farms have followed your lead.
Yes, and we love it. If there's an item that they're looking for that's not at our farm and it's down the road, we send them down there. We love supporting all of our farmers in Florida. So if they're succeeding, we're succeeding. So it's a group effort here.
I love that mentality, Katelyn. Yeah. I mean, I just think it's so, I always say that, it's not copying, but imitation. Imitation is the best form of flattery, right?
Yes.
That's the saying. And it's true. I mean, when someone's copying what you're doing, you must be doing something right.
Exactly. And one of the girls here mentioned in the office, she goes, you know what, it's okay. Everybody has to survive during this. The second you don't see a line out your door, that's when you have to start worrying, okay, what did we do wrong? So as long as you see that line, we're okay. We're doing something right. So
yeah. What have you learned through this whole process? Like, what is one thing that is your big takeaway?
I think my big takeaway from this is not let hard times bring you down. You have to keep moving forward. You can't let these difficult times, you just sit around and say, oh, I wish I could have done this, or what could we have done better? You got to go for it. You got to take the risk.
Mm-hmm. And I think action too, right? Because a lot of people talk about things they're going to do, but you all actually put into action within a pretty quick time frame.
Yeah.
And also you knew that it wasn't going to be perfect, right?
Yes.
So you knew that things may not, some things may fall through the cracks, and you may have long lines of people and they may have to wait a long time, but you took the action, and you're learning as you go, right?
Yes. Every day we're improving here. So we're trying to make the line go quicker, figure out a better way to take orders. So every day we learn something new.
All right. So Katelyn, what I want to do now is open it up. So if anyone has a specific question for Katelyn, just leave a comment here on Facebook. I think you can leave a comment on YouTube as well. And I will pop it up so Katelyn can answer any of your specific questions. So Katelyn, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, what do you love to do? I mean, when you're not at the business.
So it's definitely been hard trying to balance school and work at the same time. So when I'm not doing schoolwork and when I'm not at work, I love hanging out with my friends. I love being at the beach. So having these beaches closed down right now is definitely hard, but I'm so excited to be back at the beach once this is all over.
I know, me too. Yeah. I'm like, can we just reopen the beaches, please? All right, Elaine has a question. She says, cost. Can you pay in cash?
Yes. So at the moment we're doing cash only. We're trying to figure out a way to accept credit cards in the future, but as of right now, it's cash only.
All right. Matt asks, who are we watching getting interviewed? So if you're just joining us, thank you, Matt. Sometimes I forget that if you joined us late, you don't know who this is. So Katelyn Garcia is the 22-year-old executive vice president of East Coast Farms and Vegetables. It is her family's business. They are a food distributor. So they get produce from the farms and sell it to the big food service companies like Cheney Brothers and Sysco, which then provide the food to restaurants and stores. And Katelyn is the one that came up with the idea during the coronavirus because their business basically stopped because of it, because all the restaurants closed. Katelyn and her family came up with the idea to sell these $10 boxes of fresh fruit and vegetables. And you have to come by their facility on West Lantana Road and pick up the fruits and vegetables yourself. And it's a smorgasbord of fruits and vegetables. It changes every day, and they post the menus on their Facebook and their Instagram. I think that was the Cliff Notes version, right?
Yes.
All right. Someone's asking, are all the boxes the same?
So every day the boxes change a little bit. If we have a little bit left over from the day before, you will see a slight variation in the boxes. One might have green beans instead of potatoes, but they're kind of all just mixed in there unless we have a, 2 options posted on our Facebook page where you can specifically request, option A or option B. We do some days have a fruit box, like today. We have a fruit box, and we have a mixed box, which has fruits and veggies.
So, and you've been on some major shows. I know you've been on some of the local TV channels. You were on the Weather Channel.
Yes, that was very intimidating, but I got through it.
So were you on there live?
Yes, I was. I was on there live twice in one day.
Wow. And what did they talk to you about? Just about this, or?
Yeah, just some basic questions about the boxes. So
yeah,
nothing too scary.
And nothing weather related.
No, I was hoping that they wouldn't ask something about like how the product's growing, and so I'm like, I don't know those answers.
Right. Well, listen, my dad's a farmer. I grew up on a farm, and I don't know those answers either. Sarah says, y'all have a great system going there. So friendly and amazing. The produce boxes. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you
and
so
Anthony
much.
says, not every day. I would wait in line for an hour, but worth it. Kids love the watermelon.
Awesome.
So you can buy the watermelon separately. Did I see on your page?
Yeah, so every day we have a la carte items. For example, today's honeydew for $2. And yesterday was watermelon for $6. And sometimes we'll have pineapples for $1, just depending on what we have in supply.
Oh, you have pineapples. Yeah, because I was at the grocery store yesterday and the pineapple did not look good. So I'm going to get some pineapple from you guys.
Yes, come by. I heard they're very sweet and delicious.
Oh, awesome. Grady says, awesome. Cut out the big dogs eating the little guys. Not everyone needs to buy veggies from Publix or Winn-Dixie. Love this direct to consumer sales. Is this something you guys have been talking about before, Katelyn?
It definitely is. We've tried implementing this a while ago. We posted it one day on our Instagram page just to see, and we had like 3 people come by, and we never, pursued it. We're like, we can't handle this. We can't do both sides of the business, but we've shown that we've been able to handle it.
And I think, sometimes the universe gives you an opportunity, and it's your job to recognize it, right? And say, you know what, let's do it. And that's what you guys have done.
Yeah.
So what do your parents think of all this?
Every day we're reading the Facebook comments and we're just in shock. Sometimes it brings tears to my mom's eyes. She's so proud, and she can't believe all the amazing stories that people are writing on our Facebook page. So we really appreciate it.
So talk to us about the farmers that supply you all. They're all local, right?
Yes, yes.
The Florida farmers are all local, and then the growing season you said is about to stop here in Florida, and you will pick up with some farmers out of Georgia, right?
Yes. So this is the last week here in Florida. They're going to stop growing here, and then they're going to transition to Georgia, which will then transition to North Carolina. And the farmers, there was nothing wrong with the produce. It's been beautiful weather, lots of crops growing. They've been hitting our phones saying, we have a whole load of peppers. Do you need it? And we're, not able to take the volume that we were taking before because we're not getting those orders. So they're definitely feeling the hit.
Yeah, I bet. Yep. Where else do you get? So then once Georgia is finished, then you go a little bit north there. How many states of farmers are you partnering with?
So we go from Georgia, it goes to North Carolina, and then we do a little bit in Michigan, and then it'll go to the west coast of Florida. I mean, west coast of the United States.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you partner with farmers all over the country.
All over, yes. And that's one of the big things here at East Coast. We're able to stay open year round because we have relationships with people all over the United States.
So Sergio asks, have you thought about, after all of this dies down, to do reservations or a subscription type service?
Yeah, so definitely when this is all over, we feel like the drive-through, being out there all day isn't going to be, productive, and we're going to have to go through something where you're placing the orders beforehand. That way we know how many to make in advance. Mm-hmm. So definitely something with the reservations. There's been a lot of companies that are actually buying from us and distributing them out. So they'll come buy 120 in the morning, and then people will place the orders through them. So they're doing all the deliveries and handling all of that. So there's been, quite a few companies that have sprouted because of this.
Yeah. All right. Well, Katelyn, do you have anything else that you want to add that you think I missed? Any kind of message that you want to send out to the people that are coming by are people coming? You're seeing some of the same faces, I assume.
Oh, yes. We've made friends with many of the people coming by, and we are just so thankful for everybody coming by and all those that are paying it forward, buying a box for their neighbors, buying it for the car behind them, and for elderly people. You guys really do inspire us, and it's the reason why we're able to push through this and get through it every day.
Now, are you able to continue to stay afloat in your business because of this? Is this paying the bills?
So definitely we're not making a huge profit on this. So it's not, what we're used to seeing. Definitely it's helped with cash flow, and we've had to hire a few more members onto our team to help the line go more smoothly out there. So it's definitely keeping us afloat. Yes.
Awesome. Well, Katelyn, I'm so inspired by you. I know everyone's making a big deal about your age, but I have to tell you, I was talking to Randy, who answered the phone yesterday when I called, and we were talking about millennials, and I'm like, every millennial and are you a millennial? I guess you're on the young side, right?
Yes. I think I missed the cutoff there.
Well, I have to tell you that I'm so impressed by you, and the fact that, and also the fact that your parents were open to that idea, right? Because sometimes our parents think they know best. And I think that the fact that they were open and that you were able to really take the business in a new direction says a lot for your business skills. And I wish you the best of luck at Palm Beach State College.
Thank you so much.
I know that they're probably proud to say you are one of their students. So
thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Katelyn. And don't forget East Coast Farms. They're on West Lantana Road. Is it past Hagen Ranch?
Yes, right past Hagen Ranch, right before Jog Road.
And you can go there. What were the days again? Monday through
Fridays. And then we post if we're going to be open on Saturdays on our Facebook page. So 9:30 a.m. and then until we sell out, which has been around 2 p.m.
So get there early, basically.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Katelyn. And tell everyone at East Coast Farms that we're supporting you guys. And we are so happy to say that you're part of Palm Beach County.
Thank you so much for having me.
Have a great day.
You too.